Morning. Yep, they're back. Hello, Facebook. Sorry about that, people. Peace. Happy Thankful Thursday. Hey, Diana, thank you for joining. Good morning. It's beautiful here. The sun is actually trying to rear its little head. I'm so thankful. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. I thank you for sharing and caring and tweeting, inviting your followers, all that good stuff this beautiful Thursday. Feeling good. Got some sleep last night. This is 2 nights straight. I'm on a roll. It feels good. I just put Kylia on the bus and Mama is asleep. Someone comment on, I've been missing your word. Yeah, you should replace a veteran. You know how it is. Someone mentioned in my scope last night on my scope, Mama's actually awake. I'm doing fine. Big, too rich, sweet. I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for following. If you're not following me already, thank you for the love and hearts. I really appreciate it. Early morning. So I'm going to make a conscious effort because my desire is to scope with her. But whenever I get the time to press that button, she's out cold, So I'm like, okay, like the you expressing it, like the you expressing it. Okay, I'm not really sure what that means, Big to Rich. What's your name? What's your real name so I can call you by your government name? I'm thankful that you guys joined me this morning. I appreciate it. It's time for the day. So the way you expressed it. Richard, nice to meet you, Richard. Oh, okay, well, duh, it says Rich right there. Okay, I get it. Thank you for joining. Our word of the day is not to take the place of our prayer time or our devotion. It is simply an exercise in perception. And so, I hope this is helping you. I hope it's helping you to see the glass half full as opposed to half empty. I started doing this when the Lord impressed it upon me. I'm in California. In Sacramento to be exact. And, I realized, I read somewhere that if you change your thought pattern, if you change your mind, you can change your life. And I really took that to heart. And I don't think I've ever really been a negative person. I mean, that's just not really me. But because of the things that was going on in my life, I said, let me give this a try, because anything that will enhance the life that I have, I'm all for it. And so it took some doing, because I tend to be somewhat of a worry wart, I guess. Well, I don't know if I want to say a worry wart, but I'm always on hyper mode. My brain is always ticking. Like I know today is Thursday. My brain is already into next Wednesday. That's just how I'm wired. I'm always trying to be proactive. I've learned that what that really is being a control freak, because I have to have things a certain way. I want to be prepared. I want to make sure, I've had so many, people will say tragic, I guess, things happen in my life. It's always, I was already wired a certain way, but I think the things that happen in my life has emphasized that part of me, has, not emphasized, what is it? It's magnified. Really? The chancellor? Really? Where are you, Richard? That's not a word you hear every day, chancellor. But I appreciate that because, yeah, I'm a bit of the student's type. You're in Nigeria. Oh, to God be the glory. I hope to visit Nigeria. I got my DNA done, and I'm a little Nigerian, which I kind of figured. I see my people, and I say, I feel that. So God bless you. Thank you. All the way from Nigeria. And so I realized that if I just kind of start looking at things a little bit differently, and if I stop panicking and stop trying to control things and stop trying to plan every little single thing to the detail, that life tends to be a lot smoother, because it's not about what I can plan and how well I plan it. It's about trusting that God knows what he's doing. And even when things come my way that aren't on my list of things to do, even if there's things that come my way that I feel, okay, God, this is going to take me straight on out. I can't do this. He allowed it. So if he allowed it, I need to trust the process. I need to trust the one who created everything and everyone, and that he's working. He's up to something. He's doing something. So just get in the car, put your seatbelt on and shut up. Just go for the ride, And so I've had to learn to do that. I see God with you all the way. And he is, Richard. He really is. He has helped me to see things a lot differently. And so that's why I choose to share that, because that's how I look at our get together. Don't overplan it. Yeah, exactly. Don't overplan it. I have to really just let him be God. Let him do what he do, And if I'm his child, if I'm a believer, then I'm supposed to trust what he's and wait for instruction. God, give me some instruction. So, you can tell me where I fit into this and how you want me to help somebody else. So that's really what it's about. I learned it's not about, I had to say to myself, it's not about you, boo. Hey, Sarah, good morning, darling. Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Thankful Thursday. So thank you for the heart, you guys. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. So that's just a lesson that I really had to learn. And it's I'm a work in progress. It's taken some time, but I can see where I've grown. Good morning, darling. I can see where I've grown in that area, and I can see how much it has benefited me. And when I'm talking to the Lord and I'm having that time with him, he shares with me and shows me how, see, I told you, if you just let me do this thing, life would be just so much easier. My situation with my mom, my beautiful mom in there, I don't take it for granted that the way I see it and the way I handle it is not common, because I'm told and I'm reminded of that all the time through people. I mean, to me, I'm just doing what I do, but I see where it's really a God thing, and it's not for me to sit on. It's for me to share, because so many people, the number of Alzheimer's and dementia, yes, had that conversation with the Lord. Yes, I've noticed, the numbers are staggering. And every single year, not every 2 or 3 years, every single year, the number almost doubles, and people are getting younger and younger. Good morning, Sharon. Thank you for joining, darling. Thank you for following me, and thank you for the hearts and tweeting and sharing and inviting your followers. I appreciate it this morning. So anyway, that's where this whole exercise came from. If I can just find something easy for people to do that they can incorporate in their whole life, in their own life. Thank you for coming back, Richard. Then I can help them see that this thing does work. It does help. It does help. It's made a tremendous difference in my life. It's made just something that simple, because not only does it help me to see things differently, but it helps me to keep in perspective who's in charge. And as long as I keep my eye on him, I like to say, as long as I watch him, I won't sink. That's just the way it is. So my name is Darissa. I'm sorry. Reintroduce myself, Richard. My name is Darissa, and I am the CEO and founder of God's Chosen Vessels. I'm also the creator of the Embrace formula. And so what I was doing, I was just explaining why we do the word of the day, because we choose a word randomly out of this glass. And it's nice to meet you. And it's symbolic of how life can kind of blindside us. Some of the words in here are nice and fuzzy words, and some words aren't so nice and fuzzy, aren't so pleasant. They have, like, when you read the words, you get these negative thoughts. So what we're doing is we're practicing getting hold of our perception and not panicking and not being anxious over things. And we want to apply that to our daily life, because we want to remember who's in charge. CEO Health Global, thank you for joining, my darling. So let's go ahead and pick a word. Let's see what we get. Drum roll. I wish I had a little sound effect, but both of my phones are in use right now. But I would love to have a drum roll of some sort. I think I'll work on that. Okay. Okay, this is appropriate. Steal. The word is steal. The first thing that comes to my mind, I love this song. There's a song by Brother Toby Mac. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Toby Mac, but Toby did a duet with Brother Kirk Franklin, and it's called "Be Still and Know That I Am God." I love that song. It's a combination. Toby's more rock, and everybody Kirk is R&B, hip hop, gospel kind of thing. So it's a collaboration between the two. That's some serious rock riffs in that bad boy right there. I wish I had a third phone so I could play it for you, but Google it. Go to YouTube and look for Toby Mac, Toby, last name Mac, M-A-C, no K, M-A-C. And yeah, you gotta check out Brother Toby. I love Toby. Toby used to sing with what was the name of the group? He was not Newsboys. Oh, what was the name of the group Toby used to be with? I forgot. But anyway, he went solo, like it's been a year ago. Yeah, but Toby Mac. Toby Mac ain't no joke. Don't sleep on Toby. I love him. No, it's Mac, M-A-C. You got it right, Richard. That's exactly how he spells it. And but yeah, it's Toby Mac and Kirk Franklin. That's my jam. It's like, it's one of those hard, it's kind of a rock kind of thing. You get in the car, you just want to blast it. I mean, blast that thing. It's kind of old. I think maybe 3 albums ago. I'm dating myself. But anyway, the song is called Be Still and Know That I Am God. But one of my favorite songs, though, oh man, here's one. Back in let me get it. This was the 80s. Her name is Vanessa Bell Armstrong. And she sings a song called Peace Be Still. That right there, look up Vanessa Bell Armstrong, Peace Be Still. I don't call nobody but Jesus, but Peace Be Still, that was my joint right there. Oh, I'm telling you, y'all, look that one up. Woo! That woman right there. And the song, Miss Armstrong, she ain't no joke. That's old school right there. She's a vet. The song talks about when the disciples were out in the water and the storm rose. And that song, it is amazing. And you know, it starts off, the first word, it grabs you. It's master. Because this is them calling out. The tempest is raging. The storms are tossing high. You know, and they describe the scene of the box just rocking and waving, and everything is just, they feel like they're about to perish, you know. And in fact, the line that'll get you is they say, carest thou not that we perish. Now, this is disciples talking to Jesus. Jesus down on the boat, chilling, sleep, you know, but carest thou not that we perish? You know, how can thou sleep in a time like this, you know? And isn't that like us? You know, don't we get to the point where we'll panic sometimes? You know, things are happening and it might be happening so fast and so swift and so deep and so hard and so concerning that, you know, we in a moment of haste, we question him like, okay, whoa, what you doing? It's me. Have you forgotten about me? Carest not that I perish? You know, that takes some mitigated gall to ask him that, because you obviously have forgotten who he is. You've obviously forgotten who he is. But I know he realizes that we are human. He created us so we have those moments of weakness. But just like this exercise, okay, reel it in. Don't go out there too far on the limb. Reel that thing back in. Remember who your Father is. And so the disciples in that case, you got to catch yourself. You got to catch it. I mean, you're entitled to a moment, but don't let that moment turn into an hour or a week or a lifetime. You remember who you are, who he is, and who you are to him. This is the very one who gave himself because he loved us so much. So, you know, when I think about the disciples, they forgot who they was dealing with, who they was rolling with, and not who was far away, but who was right there in the boat with them. And this is symbolic to us. We forget that he's right there with us. We're going to and fro, and I'm preaching to myself because I get so caught up in my thought process, thus this exercise, you know, that I forget that, you know, it doesn't matter how much you plan and how you think you're in control of this thing. You know, he'll throw a monkey wrench in that bad boy just to get your attention, because you're forgetting, you're slipping. Oh, you're slipping. And so I love Jesus's response was simple. It wasn't elaborate. He didn't have to, you know, get the drum roll. He simply said, peace, be still. The waves ceased. the rain stopped and everything was calm. And I like to imagine the look on the disciples' face when all this happened. I wonder how they felt. Was it, a feeling of foolishness? It's like, oh yeah, you are that guy. And I know myself, that's how I've felt several times. In fact, with the rains and everything here, I remember one day in particular when they were evacuating people here in California. For those of you who know, again, let me introduce myself because some new people have come in. I'm Darissa. I am the CEO and founder of God's Chosen Vessels, and I'm also the creator of the Embrace formula. And right now we're doing the word of the day, and our word is still. Still, still, still. Thank you for the loves and hearts, all the beautiful hearts. I remember there was a moment when I panicked because I was waiting. I had to realize, okay, are we in a flood going on? And my immediate thought was, okay, if something hit in the next 5 minutes, because I was told people had 5 minutes to just do what they needed to do. I got Kylia in one room, non-ambulatory, non-verbal. My husband's at work, and Mama's laying up in that room, just clueless of what's going on. So which one am I going to throw over my right shoulder and which one am I going to throw over my left shoulder? You understand what I'm saying? What is my plan? And there was this moment of, okay, God, okay, let me sit here and get this together right now, and I had to really check myself. I had to be still. I had to literally come in here in the living room because I felt myself just scattered, just scattered. I had to literally come and sit down and just get quiet and listen to what he was saying to me. I felt my whole being, my whole nerve system just calm down because I had just hyped myself up into a frenzy. I mean, within minutes. And sometimes, and I thank God for his patience with me. I thank him for his patience with me because I realize that's something that I have to work on. I don't want to forget who he is. I don't want to forget. He calmly gave me a plan, and I know I didn't come up with this. He calmly gave me a plan, a strategy, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I could do that." Well, thank you very much. And I just felt so at ease. It like the storm, like the storm itself that the disciples felt. I felt like I was tossing and turning up here. You know what I'm saying? Up here is where I felt it. And when I was the suggestion, that he impressed upon me to just go sit down somewhere and listen to me for a minute. Peace, be still. Exactly. That's what it was like. When I reflect on it, that's basically what it was like. Wow. It's amazing how our Father will talk to us if we just sit down somewhere and be still and let him be God. Be still and know that I am God. He has never left me. He's never forsaken me. Hey, Fizz Bubbles. Oh, what a cute name. Thank you for joining and thank you for retweeting. I appreciate it. Good morning to you. What's your real name? You're beautiful too. What is your real name? Give me your real name. Fizz Bubbles. I like Trisha. Thank you, Trisha. That is too cute. I love it, Fizz Bubbles. I bet you have a bubbly personality. That's too precious. And so, yeah, I just feel like, everything that we need from the Father, he gives us. You're welcome. He gives us. If we just sit down somewhere, like little just hyper kids, if we just go sit down, he will tell us everything we need to know. My aunt used to always say, God will never let nothing sneak up on you. I think that is so true. I think we just miss the clues when he's trying to tell us stuff. And then what happens is like, oh, yeah, you did show me that, huh? Just go sit down somewhere. Really. I'm thankful for this word. I am thankful that he is a God that doesn't have to always have what is it in pomp and stance? Something in pomp and stance. What is that one? The Graduates. What's the name of that song? Dun, 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 dun. He doesn't have to have trumpets going on and all of that to announce his his arrival and the fact that he's in the room. It's up to us to just sit down somewhere and be aware of his majesty and who he is, because he shows it everywhere. He shows it everywhere. Yes, it's so true. If we just sit down somewhere and listen in the still of the night, in the still of the morning, before the world gets busy. That's why I know my dad used to get up. He was a military man too, but getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Good morning. Okay. Is it Don Trey? Okay, it disappeared on me. Don Trey. What is your real name? What is your real name? But thank you for joining. That was his prayer time. And I don't care if Daddy got in from work, because Daddy worked 2 jobs sometimes. 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock he was up, and he's in there with his head stuck in that Bible. You know exactly where he's gonna be. Peace be still. Amen. Sharon Blau. Good morning. Good morning. And so that's when you hear him the clearest. But then as you mature as a believer and as a Christian, you can be in a noisy room and you're familiar with his voice because you talk to him. Just like, I would be familiar with your voice if we, chopped it up on the phone every day, of course. I don't need caller ID. I can answer the phone, say hello, and as soon as you say hello back, I know who you are. Why? Because if I talk to you on the phone, we get familiar with each other. The same with him. You got to talk to him, so you can get familiar to his voice when he's speaking to you, when he's trying to instruct you. CC from DC. All right. Thank you, CC. I appreciate you joining this morning. Thank you so much. And I'm Darissa. And so, just that, be still. I don't care what's going on in your life today. Be still and know. Have a wonderful day off to LA traffic. I'm following you now. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you are. Thank you. I thank you for following me. You in wonderful LA. My niece is down there. She just got through shooting her new show that'll be starting. Put a plug in. On May the 28th, she's starting her new show. It's called Rebel on BET. She is the star. So please, I'll be reminding you guys the closer we get to the date. But I'm so excited about that. This is her. Yeah, I need to hear you. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you, darling, and share with your friends. I'm here every morning, Monday through Friday at 7 California time, 9 o'clock on Saturdays and Sundays. So you can catch that word of a day. I'm committed to 365. Lord, say the same. Yes, honey, Rebel on BET. Her name is Danielle Truitt. That's my Danny. So yeah, shameless plug from the auntie. That's okay. That's okay. I'm very proud of her. Very proud of her. So I thank you all for joining. And I think this is a wonderful word for us today. All of us can practice on being still and listening to his voice, getting familiar with his voice, being still, and just letting him do what he do. Let him be God. He gonna do it anyway. So you might as well go sit down somewhere and just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. You saw the promo? Yeah. A new one came on last night. It was a different one. So this is the second trailer I've seen. So it's a game changer. I'm not just saying that because I'm her auntie. I'm saying it's a game changer. It's going to address so many issues that are going on currently. It takes place in Oakland, East Oakland. So it's the first show, where it's like Northern California is being represented, and she was born and raised here in Northern California. So it's written exactly for her because, what you see is a lot of that character. Yeah. I'm like, John just gave that to you because that character is you. You're not acting. You're you're being yourself. There's a lot of it that appears to be a little different from her personality, but the whole natural hair, different people, the way they think, it's beautiful, beautiful. So confirmation on me sitting down to hearing and knowing God. Yes, praise God, I'm glad it's confirmation. It was a lesson for me. Like I said, just the other day, I had to get reminded to go sit down somewhere. Because you ain't running nothing, boo. Get with his program. That's what you do. And all will be well. Looks like it's gonna be good. Oh yeah, it's gonna be the bomb. Trust me. I tell her all the time I'm living vicariously through her. Life took a different turn for me. I'm a thespian and I'm a stage baby. And so, you know, life didn't turn out exactly the way I planned it, but to God be the glory. I have a platform here, so I can still use my gift of gab and things of that nature. So God is good. God is so good. He knows what he's doing. I probably had no business being in front of a camera. No way. God knows what's best. You know, it's incredible. It's incredible how he will bless you if you just go sit down somewhere and let him. Be still. Be still. That's our word. Well, I love you guys. I thank you so much for coming in and joining me. I know some of you have busy days, so I will be chatting with you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I encourage you to embrace your life and embrace your purpose. Cherish your time, you guys. Cherish your time. Be still. Know that he is God. God woke you up this morning. You too, Sharon. He woke you up. He opened your beautiful eyes, those beautiful peepers that you have, giving you another chance to get it right. Don't blow it, y'all. Don't blow it. Until we meet again, God bless you. Have a wonderful, thankful Thursday. All righty. All righty.